Good afternoon. You may be seated. Welcome. We are so pleased that all of you, special invited guests, and members of our class of 2021 could join us today in person for a celebration of the accomplishments of a resilient class. Let's give our class a round of applause. While we wish that we could have had a traditional commencement ceremony attended by the entire class, their numerous friends and family members, our wonderfully dedicated faculty and staff, our distinguished trustees, and other honored guests, we see this event as a new dawn, a step toward getting back to normal after the most unprecedented time in our recent history. Today, you, the class of 2021, have the opportunity to wear your royal regalia, hear your name called, walk proudly across the stage, and at long last, turn the tassel on your caps. I have the honor of handing out our graduate social diplomas, the first time I would have done so since becoming Mitchell College's 8th president, nearly a year ago actually. Together we will witness the Mitchell College tradition of the ringing of the bell, live and in person, something that is done when your years at Mitchell begin and end. We look forward to this evening's release of the virtual 77th commencement ceremony of Mitchell College, which will recognize the entire class with pomp and circumstance, including speeches, music, and awards. You may view the ceremony beginning at 6 p.m. from a link on the Mitchell College website, and I hope that you have invited as many of your friends and family as you could. If you missed a live broadcast, don't worry about that. It will be available on the Mitchell website for months to come. As I look out at the class of 2021, I see excellence. You can't begin to know how proud I am of all of you. I have congratulated many classes over the years and have always known that a tremendous accomplishment earning a degree is. That accomplishment has always involved hard work, sacrifice, and commitment. But you, the class of 2021, have given more than most classes. You've endured more than most classes. You have sacrificed more than most classes. But since my arrival at Mitchell, I have seen your amazing work, your ability to change and adapt to circumstances thrust upon you that will serve you well throughout your entire life. The ability to respond to challenge, to match the moment with tenacity and fierceness, along with equal measures of kindness and empathy for one another. As you go out to make your mark in the world, in your work, in your future studies, in your families, in your relationships, in everything that you do, you bring with you more than what you learned in your classwork, more than what you learned in your lectures. You also bring the incredible strength, resilience, and adaptability that you learned going through this historic year together. I'd like to share just a small part of Amanda Gorman's inauguration poem that makes me think of all of you. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true, that even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we will forever be tied together victoriously. You, Mitchell College, class of 2021, are tied together. Keep your bonds with each other. They are priceless. Keep your bond with Mitchell College. Today, this place becomes your alma mater, forever a part of your life. Carry that with pride. Come back to Mitchell College often. You are as much a part of Mitchell as it is a part of you. And we want to welcome you back again and again and again. And for you to feel like you are home every time you set foot on this campus. As skilled mariners, you are ready to chart your course. Now is the time to go navigate a world that you like to see. Class of 2021. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Mr. Rick Davino, Mitchell College Chair of Board of Trustees. Let's welcome him warmly.
so glad to be here today in person, celebrating with all of you. Before we continue our commencement, I'd like to thank Dr. Espy, who joined us for the first time, as she said, to confer degrees after becoming Mitchell College 8th president nearly a year ago. She arrived at campus in the midst of a global pandemic and has led her team with grace, brilliance, and humility throughout the last year. She made your year what it is. Dr. Espy, thank you very much. Just as you all were limited in the number of guests you could invite to the celebration, so too was the Board of Trustees limited in who could attend today. A little more than a year ago, the challenges that you've been faced over the last few months would have been incomprehensible. I teach at Columbia University, and so like you, I've spent the last year on the other side of a Zoom, interacting with students and faculty, trying to learn under the most extraordinary of circumstances. So I have a sense of what you all have accomplished, what you all have overcome. Most people couldn't have predicted what life would be like during a global pandemic, and how just about every facet of your life would be affected in some way. But guess what? Dr. Espy has kept the entire Board of Trustees updated, as well as her cabinet and challenges that you face head-on, and how you learn to adapt and keep moving forward. You have learned the importance of community and taking care of one another, because what affects one affects all. You've learned the most valuable lesson, that of empathy for your fellow student, your faculty, and all of your fellow inhabitants of Mitchell College. These valuable lessons, combined with your excellent academic grounding, will serve you well as you go out to chart your adventures as true mariners. We are delighted that your families and other special guests could join in this celebration today, and we share our good wishes with them as well. You have much to celebrate today, and it's an honor on behalf of all the trustees to be here with you. Congratulations. And now it's my pleasure to introduce yet another new member of the Mitchell College team, the extraordinary Dr. Marilyn Sutton Haywood, Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, who will begin the critical task of conferring your degrees. Congratulations and welcome, Dr. Sutton Haywood.
Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move to the presentation of candidates for their degrees. We ask that you remain seated as this part of the ceremony proceeds. There are professional photographers taking pictures of each graduate, which you will be able to purchase. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise? President Espy, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. They have completed the prescribed course of study, and I respectfully recommend that such degree be conferred upon them.
In accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the power vested in me by the state of Connecticut and by the trustees of Mitchell College, I confer upon the candidates the degree of Bachelor of Arts and the degree of Bachelor of Science, earned with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. As a symbol of the degree conferred, you are now entitled to move the tassel to the left side of the mortarboard. Congratulations.
Ariella Irene Aquino. Erica Darlene Blocker. John Robert DeCasperis. Lindsay Elizabeth Fairbank. Justice Davis Ford. Tabitha Cook Ford. Heather K. Lane. Malia Janelle Pavillon. Larissa Catherine Amaker. Marlene Cardosa. Kathleen Emma Charles. Hannah Elizabeth Corrigan. Evan Alexander Dasla Padaris. Zach Ryan Karpoff. Juliana Miriam Klein. Kristen Juan Perez. Lily S. Reisner. Sarah Ann Smolinski. Gianna N. Speza. Katerina Noel Worth. Marissa A. Zavarini.
Each year the bell is rung at convocation and at commencement to mark the beginning and end of the academic year. Following the ringing of the bell, we ask the audience to remain seated until the platform party and graduates have exited in the ceremonial recessional onto the green. Please follow the class over to Mitchell Beach, where you may take photographs. Now we ask for everyone's silence as the bell tolls. Stephanie Constable, incoming president of the Student Government Association, will ring the bell 21 times in honor of the class of 2021. This celebration of the 7th commencement is now concluded. Thank you and congratulations.